in Nigeria. The Italian Vettori now calls Southern California advantage. All right, now for the introductions, we turn it over to Bruce Buffer.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial in at 186 pounds, fighting out of Mexico. And now introducing his opponent, no losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in style bender, ADESANYA.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Taking on Marvin Vettori, ADESANYA in black.
ADESANYA. That's what he's going to be looking to throw. He'll start inside, then go to the
training camp for the Jones fights. We recognize him as a that he's the first Israel ADESANYA. He's not the next anyone else. He feels it's a bit disrespectful to say he's the next somebody.
He's getting the timing of Vettori. He's taking his time. He's letting Vettori miss so he can think ADESANYA pick up his offense.
Look at the size of Vettori. Notice that he takedowns, which allowed Israel to get back to his feet. Said he doesn't mind standing with it because he's not draping his body over to the overhook side. You got to drape
his UFC debut. Vettori 0 for 2 out of the chute here tonight.
It's hard to find when to throw and what to commit to, and that's what ADESANYA is doing well right now. Throw and when to hold back.
You don't want to be forced into a kickboxing fight with Israel ADESANYA.
ADESANYA will continue to switch stances on you. Heavy kick from Vettori.
Yes, John, he was very confident that he has the style to beat
ADESANYA, because right now ADESANYA is the only one faking, switching stance, feinting.
One of those feints. They aren't small reactions. Look at that. He's drawing big reactions.
Nice combo by Vettori to finish with the kick. That's where he'll have punch combinations.
Vettori lived in London when he was 8.
Good body shot. Caught that kick and threw a nasty poke. Poke in the eye.
Really, I mean, I would like to walk around just straight. You can't boo somebody for saying, "Oh, I got poked in the eye," when they got around just poking each other. We'd all be standing there with our hands open.
We remind you the new rules are in effect here tonight. Those fingers have to be referee Herb Dean.
Ooh, good body shot.
Nice with his kicking game early.
Takedown. He seems to be comfortable in the stand-up. He's a leg kick. He barely kind of slides back. Look at that. Tries to attack the head.
So effective. Ooh, that hurt. Shin to shin.
Yes, shin to shin.
Those are very...
This is what Vettori can't do, though. He can't start watching. He's got to just go fight.
Yep.
Yes. So just throw any right hand offline, even a left hook. Try it slightly way more comfortable now. So use the elbow. Yeah. Watch out for ready. Yeah. Still cook him in the first. 5 in the second.
Here tonight, looking on as Israel ADESANYA makes his second. DC, pretty cool to observe that dynamic. ADESANYA and his chief corner.
They feel like Vettori's biting on the feints. They're telling Israel to take it. So look for him to pick up the pace in round number 2.
Pull it right over it, right up past his butt, like a pair of pants, and then just slide him right
down. So far, Vettori not realizing any success on 3 attacks.
Trip, then you come back with a foot swoop. You got to mix up these takedowns.
And it's right down the middle for ADESANYA. And Vettori is starting to get confused now. You see, when do I go forward? That's what's happening. Nice left hand lands, and those are
man. That leg is getting beat up,
and the footwork is just apparent.
Lands a flush right.
I mean, Vettori has a good chin. Been watching, it's not going to be to his benefit. ADESANYA has to be careful doing.
ADESANYA, when he leans, he'll eat the kick to the ribs. Saw right on the calf.
Yep.
Where he's kicking. He's not kicking to the inside of the quad. Good right hand.
Beautiful counter lands for ADESANYA.
Speedy knows how Vettori's defending his offense. So now you're seeing him sit down and come
fight. He respects him now.
That was elbow.
Yeah.
Yep. That was legal, and he thought it was.
Now ADESANYA starting to showboat a little bit.
Saying you
got to be a yard dog. You got to bite down on that mouthpiece and just go for it, because he's standing at bay trying to fight technique for technique with Israel.
But only one person's faking.
Really,
boxing matches he's got. I mean, that's over 50 fights that you have kickboxing. You get your rank.
Because he hasn't been taken down. He hasn't been forced.
Rob kick on that one. Now the lean didn't work, but he didn't follow it up either.
That third and final round, prevailing wisdom is that ADESANYA would have that as an...
You won't see ADESANYA get tired until somebody makes him fight a difference.
Busy, but defensively, ADESANYA brings a lot to the table as well. Vettori with a quick check on the clock.
We have to win this round because the fight is really close. Downs. You so you don't have to take down. We have to do something after.
Take down your head, your shoulder
Outside.
pressure needs to be lower for the double leg.
Just in case, we have to put more pressure on him.
No, we're gonna go.
You gotta pressure him now.
Fakes and then comes over the top when the guard drops with an elbow. Beautiful timing.
Third and final round here, and we got all hands on deck tonight. Let's bring in former Adesanya there. Your thoughts on what we've seen thus far?
Well, Vettori did a great job backing up and really frustrated and actually froze him when he was a steel target. He usually want to be in. Right now, you see Vettori, he's got to go in kill mode and was defending quite well.
Well, I think, Tyron, Vettori with a lot of aggression. He's got the takedown. Now it's going to be interesting because we find out in a minute, and it could be disastrous for Adesanya. Let's see the ground game. We're not seeing him attempting to get back to the feet. He looks like it's hard to get the takedown.
He needs to go hard because he's losing
the takedown. Check.
All right, Tyron Woodley, Michael Bisping, thank you very much.
Get that takedown, that he's going to lose it by not being active. He needs to be advanced in position. It's too difficult to secure the top.
Back to the canvas here.
That was a lateral drop attempt. Goodness.
Vettori's
It was a good thought.
It was a good thought.
It was a good thought. It was
how much Vettori has.
It didn't do anything. It didn't cost him anything on this
Back
one.
on his
Vettori
feet.
didn't. And we're seeing a hole in Adesanya's game here. This is honesty. In the grappling, this is and what he's doing. He's flat on his back. His feet are on the floor. He's missed. This is all damage. But we are seeing that Adesanya has a hole to fix on the ground. You can
Under 2 minutes now to go. It's Adesanya once again back to his feet.
I mean, John, you got to think this should have been the. I don't quite agree with the stoppage already, right? They just got back to their feet.
Hey, Dom, we need to laud the cardio of Marvin Vettori as well, because at times
a lot of stuff on Adesanya we hadn't seen. He brought a fight to Adesanya that we hadn't seen for the technique and the striking. But when he adds the grappling, he's okay. But he only has done that.
They said more pressure, go forward, and because he's going.
And the unofficial numbers very close. Adesanya 47.
Vettori came out and put a great fight, and it's been fun to watch. And we saw a lot.
Time in Israel. Adesanya's 13-fight pro mixed martial arts career, sponsored by Metro PCS, bringing you closer than ever to the UFC.
Taking effect on Marvin Vettori. He did it over and over again. I think he landed an elbow over the top, and he hurt Vettori. Vettori
was game. Was it enough? The official decision coming up next. Martial arts gyms and fan support here in the desert. All right, the
judges' scorecards for decision. Derek Cleary scores the contest, and Chris Hayes scores the contest. 29-20. Adesanya.
I'm a little bit disappointed. Your thoughts on the fight?
Yeah, definitely. Hats off to him than I anticipated. But yeah, you know, a win's a win, but I'm not happy. I want to stay active, so Dana, I know you're around. I want to fight again.
Ladies and gentlemen.